MadRabbit, India's finest audio wearable brand, starting at 999.
I don't speak hard dialogues, so in that way I'm different from the character. But so the soft face with those hard dialogues is the deadly combination that was. They say the villain should look menacing. I say the villain should do menacing things. The villain should not necessarily look underworld Don in Chicago in those gang days. If you look at how Al Capone used to look, he had a baby face. At that time I was like around 145 kgs. Like I am now well above 40. So yeah, I have to reduce my weight. I cannot carry that weight into my 50s and 60s. I love teaching. So I have been part of teaching ever since I passed out of FTI. So I've been conducting workshops, this, that. Teaching and being faculty and all this is, you can say, our family business. Many people in my family, extended family also are into teaching, research. Genetically, I get the teaching part from my genes and how we teach and all those things. I got a call from Shankar sir's office. There'll be, Rajni sir will be there, Aishwarya ma'am will be there, everybody will be there, even Shankar sir will be there.
Vanakkam, sir.
Vanakkam.
So, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm really good.
Superb. Glad to hear it from you, sir. And to be brutally honest, after watching the film Anandhapurathu Veedu, we had two impacts. I'd like to start with that first because being a horror film, it has made us not to go anywhere alone because of the intense screenplay and horrorism that the film has produced for us. And thank you for that as well. And the second thing is that your role, the way you call him Bala sir, that has been trending in social media for a while.
I know. Many people have contacted me on my DM doing the mimicry of that thing and saying that yes, I have done mimicry of Bala sir.
So, yeah. So such a sports. So how does it even feel after so many years? The thing is trending right now in social media.
It's very strange. Yeah, it's been a really long time. It's been like 12 years, I guess. 10, definitely 10, more than 10.
So the film was released in a time where social media were not up to like this level, but still in the phase of digital era also this film is now trending. So I'd like to start with that. As an artist and as a creator of the iconic dialogue, how does it even feel with you, sir?
See, the dialogue was given to me as part of the script. It was for us to sculpt it in a certain way because the brief given by the director was very clear that this guy he just told me two things, Naga sir. He said he has to be always smiling. Always smiling, and even if he says something casually and smiling, it has to be very menacing. In a very straightforward, smiling way. If I tell you, like, I'll kill you. So people should like really believe that, like when they say that thing will happen.
Before I move to the next question, I would like to get some similarities between Megh Pant sir and the character in Anandhapurathu Veedu. How much you correlate yourself with the character, sir?
The smiling part?
Okay.
Because see, I have a face that has a dimple. So it's a soft face. And right now I have a beard, so the dimple is not visible. But over there, at that time, I didn't have a beard. So yeah, so that time, so the soft face with those hard dialogues is the deadly combination that was. I don't speak hard dialogues, so in that way I'm different from the character. But yeah, the soft face, the smiling face was part, and the big size. Now I am pretty much much reduced version of what I was at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the similarities are that the softness, the way which I speak, but it had to be with a hard-hitting way. That was the brief given to me by the director.
We see it as a USP, sir. That's your USP in the film.
Yeah. That is.
That was super inspiring. Yeah.
So that is also a problem in the way because certain people want menacing looking villains. So they say the villain should look menacing. I say the villain should do menacing things. The villain should not necessarily look.
I agree.
I always give the example of if somebody tells me that okay, it's not menacing. I always give the example of Al Capone, who was a underworld don in Chicago in those gang days. So he had a baby face. If you look at how Al Capone used to look, he had a baby face. But he was one of the most notorious killers and one of the most notorious dons in all of the world that has ever seen Al Capone. So yeah, I give that example. So villain is what villain does, not how he looks. Or maybe.
And other thing which fascinated me the most is like we are unable to recognize you right now, sir, because
I
I happened to watch your film Juju as well. But the thing is, I cannot compare you with the person who appeared in Anandhapurathu Veedu. So how did this transformation even happen? It's super inspiring.
At that time I was like around 145 kgs. Like that's a lot of weight to carry, and I am now well above 40. So yeah, I have to reduce my weight. I cannot carry that weight into my 50s and 60s. It's just although yeah, my people say that it will not give you those kind of roles, but I say because I've learned acting, so I'll get other kind of roles. So yeah, I can get. It's about how you portray your work and your things. So I'll get work now. How I look, I'll get a work based on that. So that's the acting part. But what to do? I cannot carry like 145 kgs into my 60s and 50s. I'm mid 40s right now, but yeah, that's the thing.
If you don't mind, can you tell us your current weight, sir? I'm just super curious.
I am right now I am at around 105.
105. Okay.
Super. Yeah, I'm still, because I'm tall, right? I'm 6 feet 2 inches. So yeah, so 105 is what I am right now. Yeah.
And I would like to start with your career into the faculty stuff, because to start with FTII, you've been at the Film and Television Institute of India. You've been an ex-faculty there. So being into a cinema industry and performing something to get something is something different. But getting into a stuff to teach person who are fascinated about the industry is much more inspiring. Brief us about your faculty journey, sir.
See, before joining FTI too, teaching and being faculty and all this is, you can say, our family business. Many people in my family, extended family also, are into teaching, research, and all these allied fields. So yeah, so genetically I get the teaching part from my genes and how we teach and all those things. But before joining FTI also, I used to, in my college, which was Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh. So I used to conduct workshops. Before joining that also, I've been doing theatre since I was like 5 years old, something, I don't know. So yeah, so I've been into acting and theatre performances since I was like 5-6 years old. So, and teaching, because we as seniors in our college used to mentor the juniors on acting, and we used to conduct the workshops, started from there. FTI, the acting batch closed in 1977, it closed down, and it again started in 2004. So I'm from the 2004-2006 batch that passed out. So because ours was the first batch, I felt that there was some inputs that were could have been better. So I requested my director, Mr. Tripurari Sharan, who was there at that time, that I want to come back and do some research on acting and how the course and better inputs can be given. So as soon as I passed out, I came back to FTI in 2006 only. To do research for about 8 to 10 months, and I had published a paper over there, which is still with FTI, and they take inputs from it as and when necessary. So yeah, so whatever, it was like my feedback and my research and solutions to all the problems that were there. And after that, I love teaching. So I have been part of teaching ever since I passed out of FTI. So I've been conducting workshops, this, that. And right now, I am part of FTI's outreach program. In fact, I'm in New Delhi right now conducting a kids workshop for basic acting course in Triveni Kala Sangam. And as soon as I go back to Mumbai after this, I'm going to conduct a 3 months acting course for FTI at Nanded University, which is in Maharashtra. So it's open for everybody. You can go to FTI site and you can come there and learn from us, and we are going to teach you the same thing, which FTI teaches the acting students, or that secret knowledge or the Roshan Taneja technique, which is part of Sanford Meisner's technique. So that's what I teach, and I've been teaching ever since I passed out of FTI, and even before that. Yeah. So that's the thing about teaching. Yeah.
I'd like to fabricate a question from your answer, sir. Like getting interest into a teaching profession is like something, okay. But before you teach something, I have to do some researches and submit some papers and get a doctorate. I'm just exaggerating. Get a doctorate to teach something needs utmost love towards the art form, right? Like be it acting, be it cinematography, be it direction, whatever it might be. It takes utmost love towards the craft, right? So what makes you love the craft so much?
The truth that is there in the truthfulness that is there. Because I feel the Sanford Meisner's technique, which we practice, is a very in the moment thing. So it is like meditation. It is something like that. So the craft, and to see new artists develop, because I see most of the people come from a theater background, and the camera is, because there is very less original work that is going on with respect to teaching acting, with respect to camera. There is no formal, because most of the people, wherever you go, be it Chennai also, because I have had students from Chennai also who had come to learn. So they say that in Chennai also, a lot of theater-based stuff is going on, and usually the exercises that are there in theater are translated into something of similar kind for the camera, but that is not the way it is supposed to be done. Camera is altogether a different medium when it comes to acting. It is totally different. The poetry is different. Stage is an actor's medium, while cinema is a director's medium. So, and there are so many other technical things that help you in your performance. And the knowledge of those technical things, and to use them into your craft and to deliver a performance based on that is something that fascinates me. Also teaching young students, young people becoming successful. And like I said, teaching is a passion. But I also feel that a teacher should also be a successful actor. And that's why I keep my options on. And maybe that was one of the reasons also why I left FTI, because FTI is a proper job. Like it's very difficult for you to practice your craft while you are teaching in FTI. So although I didn't want to leave, but I think I wanted to continue my journey as an actor also, and not just become a teacher. Because it's very important to know what's going on in the industry, to translate that into teaching for students. Yeah. So, yes.
And I'm super curious to know more about this acting stuff, sir, because getting into the industry as an actor takes immense hard work, patience, perseverance, everything. But still, coming in as an artist with a proper training, how much it is important do you feel as a teacher of this art form?
What I tell my students is, I'll tell you my first experience. Like my first film that I did when I came to Mumbai was No Smoking by Anurag Kashyap. So that was Anurag Kashyap's film in 2006. I did that film. And when I gave my first shot on a professional set, before that I had done some films in FTI and training films that we do. So when I gave my first shot, all right, and the people who were there said, "Oh, this is your first film. It doesn't look like this is your first film. Like you're doing your first film. You are so comfortable in front of the camera." I said, "Yeah, I have done films before. This is my first commercial film." All right. So training helps over there in one way that, first of all, you don't waste producers' money by taking time. See, producer is not paying you to learn acting, right? The producer, when he hires you to act is actually wanting you to deliver directly without as minimum retakes or as minimum waste of the producer's money. So when you are trained, you save a lot of producers' money. Second, the producer, the casting people, they get a confidence that yes, this guy is trained. So at least that person will not waste our time by coming to the studio and taking 1 hour to deliver the lines, because there are 20 people waiting outside for auditions. So you'll come, you'll deliver. Second, you are not learning while you are giving an audition. You are delivering while you are giving an audition. So if you are trained and you come and give a good casting director a good audition, it's okay if you don't get selected for that role. It's okay, because getting selected for the role has got 100 other considerations also. But if you have performed well, the casting director will remember you, and you'll be called again. You'll be not wasting their time also.
Cool.
All right. That's the and third thing I'll tell you. For example, I was there because I got a call from Shankar sir's office for after doing Anandhapurathu Veedu, because he had produced Anandhapurathu Veedu. So there was a sequence of enthiran in Mumbai, Grobo, the film. Yeah. So I had got a call from his office to do one scene in that film. I said, if Shankar sir says one scene, I'll do one scene. It's no problem. So I'm there in one scene in the film.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if people remember, but yeah. So that's the scene in which I get shot on the head.
Okay.
All right. So being shot on the head means a lot of prosthetics they do. They will put explosives. They'll put then they'll do the whole makeup.
Yeah.
All right. And then there'll be Rajni sir will be there, Aishwarya ma'am will be there, everybody will be there, even Shankar sir will be there. And the shot is that he has pointed a gun. So obviously that is a different shot, but this time the shot is the camera is here, I am there, and it will be 1, 2, 3 action. And there's an explosion and I die. All right. Okay. If I am not trained, and suppose I take a retake on that, if my timing goes off, if suppose I'm not trained, I'm very scared of giving the shot, and that shot happens, and tap, the explosive goes, and I have a delay between the explosive going off and me realizing that it has gone off and dying. They'll have to retake it, and retaking it they'll have to put in all the prosthetics. Half an hour again. Half an hour is a lot of time, and Rajni sir is there, Aishwarya ma'am is there, Shankar sir, so much. Their time is so valuable. So when you are trained, you don't waste the producer's time, and you do not waste the producer's money. You do not waste the casting director's time, and you do not waste the casting director's money. And you go to a casting director and you perform bad, they will not remember you. But if you do there and you try your best and deliver a good performance, trust me, they will call you again and again and again.
Cool.
So in that way, training is very important. Very, very important. It saves a lot of time.
And equally, I'm super happy that you're not just restricting yourself into films alone, but you're still teaching it to another person and making them to become a perfect artist and a timing artist as well. So thanks for that as well, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
MadRabbit, India's finest audio wearable brand, starting at 999.